Oh boy, here we go again. Hey everyone. Excuse me. So it happened again. I was out yard sailing with my family and hit up a yard sale, and it started out pretty normal, you know, the typical housewares and stuff like that. And then, well, computers. Yep, it happened again. I got some more computers from a yard sale, and this is going to be kind of sort of like the last video, although I did pay more for these, and none of them, well except the laptop, none of these have hard drives, because I was the owner, former previous owner of these. They were cleaning out their parents' house, and they were hesitant to put these out because, you know, personal data and data security and all that. So I was like, hey, I'm into computers. I like playing around with them. They're like, well, great, that's great. I have some of these as well, except they're not erased or anything. So I was like, well, here's what I'll do. I'll pull the hard drives for you, and then we can negotiate a price. So a price was negotiated. Now, it wasn't $1, unfortunately, but they were still still say it was a pretty fair deal for all of these computers. So I guess we'll start on the left here. This is what is this? I don't even remember. It's an HP, I believe it's a Pavilion. Where does it say? Well, there's a Windows, it had Windows 7 on it. What are you? Oh, it's on the bottom. So this is a HP, I guess P6000. I don't see anything else too interesting on the bottom. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just your standard run-of-the-mill Windows 7 era computer with an AMD Athlon 2X2 in it. Okay, it's only a dual core? Okay. But yeah, that's this. Yeah, it had Windows 7 Home Premium on it. Our next computer, I'm actually a little nostalgic. Whoops, don't want to break them, but I'm actually a little nostalgic for these two. So I'll start on this one. I'm pretty sure these ones are identical. These are HP. What are they? HP Envies. It's probably also on the bottom. Yeah, I'll tilt it like that. You can pause the video and read it. Looks like the case is made by Anatel. Yeah, I'm not seeing like a specific model on here, but this one's, all of these are pretty dusty. Maybe I'm just blind. It's right here on the side. It's an HP Envy 700 series, and like I said, this one's pretty much exactly the same. But yeah, I'm actually kind of nostalgic for this style of HP computer, because this is basically what we had as our family PC in like about 10 years ago. We got one of these to replace an aging Dell Dimension 2400, which we still have, and then likewise we still have this too, except, well, it's not mine, it's my dad's. He still uses it on occasion. So, well, I guess I got my own HP Envy to play around with. I always like the way these look, because if I remember right, when these are on, this piece of here lights up red. And I always just thought it looked so cool. And likewise with this last one, I don't really need to go over it too much, because it's just like the one I just showed. So yeah, so I got two of these. I probably won't be keeping them all. I'll probably just keep one, and it'll probably just be one of these that I keep. But last but not least, I got this Toshiba, I believe it's a satellite. Yeah, it's a Toshiba Satellite L775D. This is actually a really nice laptop, in my opinion. It's really dirty on the outside, but boy, it looks very nice on the inside. Oh look, you can almost see my reflection. Hello. And what I actually really like about this, not only is it a 17-inch laptop, but it's got a Blu-ray drive in it. I don't actually have a laptop with a Blu-ray drive in it. So this will be a nice one for either ripping Blu-rays or even just watching Blu-rays movies. Because, yeah, I mean, yeah, I have a Blu-ray player, but this would be nice for watching them on the go as like a portable movie player. So, yeah, let's get into them. I guess we can start with this computer. I can go grab a hard drive so we can see what's exactly on them, because like I said, none of these have operating systems, and because they don't have hard drives. Holy dust, I forgot how bad these were. I mean, gotta say, that's pretty impressive right there. Well, that's not the subject of today's video, so oops. I'm sure it's fine. Better be careful, I'm stirring up a whole ton of dust. So, I gotta put the phone down, sorry guys. I'm gonna stick my hard drive in here. I'm sure that'll be fine. See, that impact was a good thing. It's knocking the dust out of the fan. Alright, peripherals are plugged in. Here we go. Smoke test. A big cloud of dust. Up there it goes. Looks like the BIOS battery is dead, although that doesn't surprise me too much. Looks like Linux might be unhappy. That's not too much of a surprise. This hard drive's probably been connected into 12 or maybe not that many, but many different computers. So I'll give this a minute to think. See if the optical drive opens. Wow, without trouble. Talk about a win right there. And we're almost at the desktop. We're definitely waiting a little while on the mechanical hard drive, but hey, that's what testing drives are for. That's why I use this drive as a tester. It's in good health, I just don't use it as a drive for my computers. At least not ones I'm daily driving. I already switched to using SSDs. I use mechanical drives on older systems though, because the speed advantage of an SSD is usually not noticeable on that kind of stuff. But I'm going off on a bit of a tangent at that point. But here we go. Looks like we've got graphical glitches, which I honestly can't say I'm surprised. But this might be, yep. I actually feel familiar with this because I used Ubuntu 20.04 on a system, not, it's similarly spec to this. It's AMD Phenom 2X4, and it's got issues like this too, with graphical glitches and all that. But that's neither here nor there, but we'll do a, if I can type. There we go. What do we got? Okay, so we got an AMD Athlon X2 215 dual core with a 2.7 gigahertz. Let me see. So it's not blocking any information. The GPU is an NVIDIA GeForce 6150 SE, which is just built into the motherboard. There's no, you can see there's no GPU in there. How much RAM do we have? Does this tell us? Does not look like it. Oh, nope, I guess it does. 4 gigs of RAM? I think that's what that is. So yeah, looks like this computer's working. I'm not sure what the white background is about. Should be just like the default. Yeah, I'd say graphical glitches. I mean, you can see I did use this hard drive for stuff in the past. So, well, this computer works, so we'll shut it down and try out the next one. Here's the inside of HP Envy number 1. You can see, just as dusty. Not as bad in terms of the clumps, but still dusty. So, just down here, maybe you can actually see what I'm doing this time. Our hard drive. Oh, and by the way, I do have all the screws for these. I have them in a Ziploc bag. I made sure to save them. Yeah, I won't bother putting the side panel on. Go over to here. Plug in our peripherals. Can't exactly see what I'm doing at this angle. Geez, I don't want to shove it in there. There we go. And power. Here we go. Smoke test number 2. Well, it didn't blow up. It also didn't turn on. Oh, there it goes. And like I said, that's why I like this style of this computer. Oh, this one has a newer BIOS, it looks like. Boot device not found. That's kind of strange. Let me check the hard drive. Alright, I double checked the cable. Let's try it again. Geez, all this dust is insane. These computers will definitely need... That's very strange. Oh, I wonder if it's looking for UEFI. Yes, let's do that. Let's try playing around in BIOS, see if this does legacy boot, because that's what this drive is set up for, I believe. System diagnostics, F2, hard drive, no. This can't be the BIOS. Let's try this. Oh, hold on. Alright, I'm in the BIOS. It was F10. We got a system. Nice. Storage, device configuration. Seeing the hard drive, so security, network boot, well, secure boot config. F10. Legacy boot, legacy support, enable. Let's turn off secure boot. Now we should be able to save changes. There we go. That should work. Okay, so please enter the passcode below. Okay, so 3406, enter. Oh boy, I can computer. It's working now, so we'll just give it a minute. And just like that, it's booting Ubuntu. See, we're just about at the desktop. There we go. And this one actually doesn't have any graphical glitches like the other computer did. I wonder if it's because of AMD versus Intel. Because I'm pretty sure these ones are Intel based on the way the cooler looks. Well, bring up the terminal and pull out NeoFetch. Looks like I can type a little better this time. Oh, interesting. This is AMD. I thought this would have been Intel. Interesting. That surprises me because I thought for sure that was a. Yeah, that actually, now that I'm looking at it again, that's not a. I don't believe that's an Intel cooler, so that makes sense. I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to tell with all the filth. I definitely need to blow these computers out with some air. But yeah. So yeah, this one seems to be working. This one actually seems to be working really good. I have to see if I can put Windows 11 on this just for fun. Windows. Let's see. Utilities. I'm just curious. Brain fart right now. That's not what I wanted, I don't think. Nope. No, this is a memory 10 gigabytes. I guess this thing was upgraded at some point. Yeah, well, we got Wi-Fi on this thing too. Score. So we'll power this off and try out the third one. Then we'll try out the laptop. The reoccurring theme on here is, you know, more dust. See, this one's pretty much exactly the same. It's even got the Wi-Fi module in there, which I actually forgot to point that out in the last one, but yeah, it's there. So yeah, we'll stick the hard drive in here. Unfortunately, I don't have a tripod mount for my phone, so leaning it up against my leg will have to do. Now this computer, I'll probably have to do the same thing I did with the last one. If it works. It should. Or track record's anything to go by, but here's our third smoke test. It works if I go in this way. Alright. Nothing blew up. Forgot to open it on the last one. Oh boy, that hasn't been opened in a hot minute. And yeah, it's same scenario as the last one, so Control delete F10. There we go. So let's see what I did. Was it secure boot config? Yes, it was. So F10 legacy. So we'll do disable, enable, F10. Now we can save changes and exit. And then shortly after it'll tell me to do this, which you just hit what the code is. Then you hit enter. And then it should just boot into a legacy operating system. Like I said, I always like the look of these HPs. At least this case design. And then this sliding door. Got a card reader and a USB hub. So yeah, just waiting for it to start up here, and there it is. Let's see. Like the last one, we got Wi-Fi. Yeah, I didn't want to go in here. Check it out. There's some YouTube stuff, I believe. We'll go. What am I doing? I'll go to terminal. Pretty sure this is. Sorry about that. Woohoo. And yeah, this system is basically the same. I just want to go in the system monitor. That gives me a little easier time telling what kind of RAM I have to work with. And yep. Actually, both of these have the same amount of RAM. 10.9, I guess they have 12 gigs of RAM in them. That would be what, a 4 and an 8 gig stick in there? And yeah, one looks like an original, one looks like a replacement. So, this is obviously the replacement, I believe. Yeah, it's an 8 gig stick, and I'd probably make this a 4 gig stick. Up here, we ain't even seeing where I was pointing. This is the 8 gig stick, this is the 4 gig stick. You can tell that this one hasn't been in all that long by the dust. Which means someone's been in here, and also I'm surprised they didn't blow the dust out while they were in there. But I guess you can't expect that from everyone now, can you? So yeah, all 3 tower computers work, and they seem to be in decent health. I haven't done too much of a stress test, but we can try launching a game here. I got Minecraft on here, I believe. Let's see, is it only the official launcher? Let's see if it'll work without internet. Alright, it looks like this looks like this will work. It's unhappy about me not being connected to internet, but I'm not going to bother with that now. And it says preparing, so I'll give it a minute. Well, up there it goes. By the way, this is on integrated graphics, so I see. So I'm not gonna bother with that. Yes, I purchased Minecraft. I did purchase Minecraft, but I have another solution to this problem, and that's T-Launcher. Is that the one I launched? I forget. Yep, looks like I did it right. This will load in a little bit. So yeah, I'll let that go. Geez, now you can see how dirty this monitor is. I guess that's kind of why it's the test monitor. But it works okay, especially for free. There we go. Single player, create new world. Oh, that was created in a newer version, so let's just see if we can load in 1.21.4. Looks like we can, without Optifine too. So this will be trying Minecraft on yard sale computer. We are in, it's working. Single player, now I can play this world. This might even be a creative world, so we'll see. And sure enough, give it a little bit to load in. So far it's running pretty good. Not sure, I don't remember what the settings were exactly, but for just starting in, this is, sorry, I'm only playing this with one hand right now. So far it's running okay. This is what I would deem playable for this game. I mean, I know with the actual gaming PC you can get like hundreds of thousands of frames per second in Minecraft. It's not like it's that hard to run, but I digress. But yeah, as a yard sale computer, I think it did pretty well, and it doesn't shut down. It's not over. I don't believe it's overheating. Although right now I can't verify that. I don't really have much of the way in terms of trying that out. But we'll try the last computer we got, the laptop. So we'll shut this down. So here we got the laptop. You can see it's pretty dusty. It was actually dustier when I got it, but the dust has been rubbing off. Oh, and by the way, this back lid, this is, I believe, brushed aluminum, and it's also blue. So, this thing's actually, other than the dust on the outside, it's in excellent condition. See, it's another, yet again, another Windows 7 PC. Let's see, where did I put, I actually got, it's upstairs in the house, but I actually got 2 batteries with this thing. The other battery is a genuine Toshiba one. I want to see if this is also a Toshiba one, or if this is a third-party, like, aftermarket battery. And no, this is a genuine battery too. So maybe they actually optioned this to get a second battery with it for extended life or whatever. That's actually kind of interesting to me. Okay. Sorry about the shakiness. The power adapter was just barely out of reach. But we'll plug it in. And it's over here, I believe. There we go. That's lit up. And sit back a little bit and power. Well, that's a little anticlimactic. Let me try playing around with it a little bit. Okay, so I guess the first thing, whoops, I'm sorry. First thing I'm going to do when figuring out why a computer doesn't post is I want to check the RAM. See how we're doing in this department. The nice thing about laptop like this is that all of such components are easily accessible underneath access panels. And you can see we got RAM here. We'll see what we got in here for RAM. This is a Samsung stick, 2 GB. Can you focus, please? I don't know what it is with this camera not focusing. This is my phone after all. It's usually pretty good. There we go. You can see 2 GB. The other stick. Same thing. Actually, wait. No, that's not the same thing. It's a 4 GB stick. So let me actually just try it with the 4 gig stick in, and not the 2 gig stick as well. Because 6 GB, that's a weird amount. So we'll just put this up here where it won't have a chance of getting damaged. We'll flip this over. It's nice to know I can upgrade this to 8 gigs of RAM if I wanted. Huh. Well, that's not promising. Try something else. We'll try pulling the CMOS battery out. See if I can get it out here. I got my tools over here. wonder if, what's up with the focusing on my camera? This battery looks fine. Doesn't look like it's leaking or anything. I'm pretty sure this battery's toast because the thing turned off right away when I unplugged it. That wouldn't surprise me at all. So let's put that back in. Make sure that's clicked in all the way. Flip this over. Plug it in. On. Well, that stinks. I was actually kind of hoping this would work. Well, this video's already run on long enough. And I think 3 out of the 4 is pretty good. I mean, that's 75%. In school where I grew up, that was still considered a passing grade, so I guess I'll let you know in the description of the video if I was successful in getting this working or not. Otherwise, I want to thank you all for watching, and more to come later. Maybe you'll see this laptop again in a future video. I don't know. Maybe I'll even, for fun at some point, I'll edit this video together on one of these. I'll probably go with one of these because this one was having graphical glitches. But anyways, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and more to come later. Hopefully more exciting things in this laptop. Kind of a shame it had to end on this note. So, a quick update. Turns out this Toshiba laptop just totally works. It was just a dead CMOS battery, which is really strange behavior. Usually computers don't completely die when the battery goes dead. But, well, I guess Toshibas aren't exactly well documented, so I didn't actually know what the issue could have been. It is booting into Windows 10, albeit very slowly, because that's what was on here. And I am not going to keep this installation because I don't want to open that can of worms. But yeah, we'll see if this actually makes it to the desktop. I can hear the hard drive in there grinding away. Okay, so it's a couple minutes later. We made it to the desktop. This obviously was updated from the original install. This has to have a lot of stuff on it or something. Larry played the Windows 7 startup. Cause yeah, there's Control-Alt-Delete. Looks like the battery's charging. Nothing, well, nothing too obvious. At least in these also in these modern versions of Windows, you really don't need malwares or software like antivirus software, if I can talk, because in Windows 10 and I'm pretty sure in Windows 11, they have it built in. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, anti-malware service executable. Windows has built-in anti-malware software now. So you really don't need any malware software on your computer anymore. And it looks like that might be what's using our hard drive. So, yeah, that kind of explains why this thing's slow. And we're also running on a mechanical hard drive too. Although it's not too bad, it's 640 gigabytes in size. Looks like we don't have too much in terms of stuff on here. mean, it just looks like it was upgraded from Windows 7. Let's see. Yeah, this doesn't seem like a computer that would have a lot of stuff on it. Oh, never mind. There's stuff. Let's see. Documents. I'm not showing this for privacy of the owner. Looks like they don't have much. Looks like they don't really have anything in terms of documents on here, so either they deleted a bunch of stuff or what have you. There's I guess I can just show little ones. There's a couple pictures on here. Yeah, family photos. I'm not gonna open any of them for the video, but yeah, really not much in the way of stuff left on here. So that's, sorry about the shakiness. So that's pretty good in terms of, geez, I feel like I'm struggling to come up with words right now. But yeah, there's not much of a way on this computer, so. And the fact it's working now after a CMOS battery, that's pretty good. So now I think I can finally end this video and saying thanks for watching and more to come later.